Good evening everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers Surrey 24/7. My name is Amanjot and I am here with all of you to discuss that will it be a difficult paper if you want to qualify the JAIIB May-June 2023 exam. So many candidates are messaging like will it be a very hard to qualify with the negative marking, with the new subjects, with the new pattern of the exam. So we are going to discuss about that only, that how you will be making sure that you will qualify the May-June 2023 JAIIB exam. Now first of all, many congratulations to all the candidates who have qualified the JAIIB exam. Now start preparing for the CAIIB. Don't waste time, as I have already told you that from the 9th of December, the CAIIB new batch is going to be start, that is related to the new pattern. So those candidates who have qualified the JAIIB exam, start preparing for the CAIIB, because now you have to give 4 compulsory paper and 1 elective paper. Okay, so 5 papers will be there in the CAIIB. But if we talk about the JAIIB, those candidates who are going to give JAIIB in the next attempt of the May-June, and they are very confused about the negative marking, the new pattern of the paper exam, or what are the subjects are there, they have to study there. So let's start the session and we are going to discuss about all these things today, that will it be hard or not. Okay, so first of all, a very good evening to all of you. Now let's start. So those candidates who have not downloaded their 24/7 application yet, then do download the application. Here you will find the free content to prepare for the exam. Apart from that, you will be capable of getting 1% additional discount here. And next point important is that if you have not subscribed the channel Officers Surrey 24/7, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon, because this is the channel where you will be finding about all the answers of your query regarding JAIIB, CAIIB, bank promotion exam. Everything will be available on this particular channel only. Now let's start. Before starting, these are the offers which are going on right now on Adda 24/7 application. You can find these offers. Okay. So right now 81% off with the double validity is going on if you use a code that is Y496. Okay. So these are the batches of the new JAIIB pattern that is going to start from your 16th of December. The JAIIB batches are going to start from 16th of December and the CAIIB batch is going to start from the 9th of December. So let's understand what these offers are. We will discuss these offers in the end of the session. First, let's come to the particular topic, that is we are going to discuss, will it be hard to qualify the next attempt or not? 1 second. Give me a minute. Okay, so if we talk about that how to prepare for the JAIIB exam in the next attempt, first of all, now there will be 4 papers. In the JAIIB, there will be 4 papers that you have to give in the new attempt. Till now, we used to give 3 papers, that is PPB, AFB and LRB. Now there are certain changes. The subject has been changed. Two new subjects has been introduced in the JAIIB exam. And with that, one more important information is that काम नहीं कर रहा मेरा पॉइंटर ऊपर माउस, हाँ अब आगे करो, नहीं हो रहा. Okay, so we were discussing that. Okay, so welcome again. There was some technical issue, that's why we have stopped the session. So first of all, let's start again. Good evening to all of you and thank you for waiting. So let's start the session. So I was telling you about this offer, that 81% off double validity is right now going on. So we are going to discuss about this offer in the end of the session. Let's move to the main point which we are going to discuss today, that how to qualify the JAIIB next attempt in the first attempt of the May-June 2023. Because a lot of changes are there. The 2 new subjects has been introduced in the particular JAIIB pattern. 1 subject has been removed and added to the CAIIB exam. So what you should do, from where you should start, and it will be easy to qualify the exam in the new pattern or not? So first of all, these are the 4 subjects that are all compulsory. So you used to give 3 papers in the JAIIB. Now you you have to give 4 papers. Okay, so first of all, if we talk about Indian economy and Indian financial system will be there. Second paper will be your principles and practices of banking. Third will be accounting and financial management for bankers. Fourth will be retail banking and wealth management. So if I talk about the first paper, the first subjects, that is Indian economy, this is a new subject. If I talk about PPB, that's an old subject. Your accounting and financial management, if I talk about, this is a updated version, or we can say a change from the ABM, AFB, which you used to study in the old syllabus. Now you have to study AFM, so it's a kind of new subjects. And then retail banking will be a new subject. So these are the 3 subjects which you have to study properly in the new pattern. But now, this is not the completely new subjects for all of you. All these subjects are interlinked with each other and already with the old syllabus which you used to study to qualify the JAIIB. Now, if I talk about the Indian economy and Indian financial system, this Indian financial system is nothing, just a module A of your principles and practices of banking, so which you used to study. Okay, so which you used to study in the old syllabus, that in the principles and practices of banking there used to be 5 modules, out of which 1 module was Indian financial system. That is what the individual subjects in the new pattern of the JAIIB. And the Indian economy, you have to study that Indian economy will cover a certain basic architecture of Indian economy, and after that you have to learn certain terminologies which are related to the economy. Okay. The second, if I talk about the principles and practices of banking, that is totally old. There are 4 modules in the PPB and all the modules are same which you used to study in the old syllabus. If I talk about PPB, there will be your 1 module ethics, banking technology will be 1. Then you will have the marketing module which used to be there in the PPB has been removed. It has been added in the next paper, retail banking. And then accounting and financial management for banker, that's a new subject that you used to give the ABM subject. Now you have to give AFM. And the last one is retail banking. That's a total, not a total new subjects for you, because the retail banking you have already studied in the principles and practices of banking. So retail you have studied in the PPB. Okay, and the PPB is already a studied subject with it. That used to be a proper subject in the old syllabus, and then you have used to study the Indian financial system as a module in the PPB. So you can see the certain part of your new subjects you have already covered. I am talking about those candidates who have seen the paper, who has given the paper, but somehow they were not capable of qualifying the PPB subjects with 1 mark or 2 marks, some kind of these things happen. Then if you have studied the old syllabus, then you have to just brush up your concepts and add some new concepts in the subjects. Okay, but now still one important thing I am saying, that you have to add some concept in the old syllabus, but you can't go with the old subject or old PDFs, because reason behind it is what? When you study the PPB, you studied the Indian financial system as a module. Now you are going to study Indian financial system as a proper subject. What does it mean? It means you have to go in more depth. So that's why you can't refer to the old syllabus and go for preparing for the new pattern. Okay, so this is what, these are the 4 subjects. We need a proper new strategy to qualify the paper. We need a proper content, right content to qualify the paper. Now if I talk about the modules, each subject will have 4 modules. First, let's go with the Indian economy and Indian financial system. First is Indian economic architecture. So you have to study here the basic architecture of Indian economy. The second, if I talk about, that is economic concept related to banking. The concept, like we used to study banking terminology. What is CBS? What is IFSC? What is MMID? What is MICR? So these are what? Zombie bank, zombie loan. These are the banking terminology. Similarly, you have to cover certain economic concepts which are related to the banking. Okay. Then Indian financial architecture, financial product and services. So these topics are not totally new for all of you, because first financial product and services, you know about it. You sell these products on behalf of bank. You are working for this on these products on behalf of bank, because you are the bankers. You are working, you are selling and purchasing. You are selling the goods, financial product and services to the customer. So this is what you have to cover in the first paper of Indian economy and Indian financial system. If I talk about PPB, the general banking operation, that is what you guys are performing in the bank. So the general banking operations we have to cover. Then the second will be lending operations of bank. Like we used to study in PPB, the principles of lending, the fair practice code of lending. Now we have to cover the same thing, like how lending operations of bank work. Okay, that we have to cover. Then the banking technology, simply simplex, duplex, fullex, or we can say LAN, WAN. We used to study local area network. Wide area network, we used to study bank net, NICnet, all these things, Infinet, all these things we have to cover here. Then ethics in bank and financial institution you have to cover. Now ethics is simply a study. When you talk about business ethics, when you talk about ethics in the financial institution or banks, simply you are studying that what kind of behavior will be appropriate in an organization, what kind of behavior will be appropriate in a particular bank. So that you have to cover under the second paper. These are the principles and practices of banking subjects. Now, if I talk about accounting financial management for bankers, so you have to cover the accounting principles and processes. Then you have financial statement and core banking system. Then you have financial management. Then you have taxation and fundamentals of costing. So these are the subtopics you have to cover under the accounting financial management for bankers. So financial management is a kind of a theoretical subject which you have to cover, and this FM, this financial management, is going to be there in the CAIIB also when you are going to give the CAIIB exam. Now, if I talk about retail banking and wealth management, first of all, introduction to retail banking, which those candidates who are already preparing for JAIIB exam, they have covered in the PPB. Like you have covered the introduction of retail banking. Now, what is retail banking? Which is the banking services, banking products which is provided to the individual customer is your retail banking. So you have to cover the basic introduction of the retail banking, then the retail products and recovery. Retail products are your credit card, your debit card, your personal loan, your education loan, your home loan, and you are providing the locker facility, etc. These are the retail products because you are providing to the individual customers. Then you have a support services, marketing of banking services product. Then you have to cover what kind of support services will be there provided to the customers in the retail banking. Then you have to cover marketing of banking services and product. This marketing used to be one module in the paper 1 of the PPB. Okay, not the paper 1, paper 2 in the PPB. The 4th module of PPB used to be the marketing, but now it has been changed and it added in the paper 4. Now the last one is wealth management, simply how banks are managing the wealth of their customers. So these are the subjects which you have studied, and we have checked that there are 4 modules in each subject. So if I talk about like how hard it is to qualify the exam or how hard is it to cover these subjects. So first of all, this thought which you have in your mind that there is a negative marking pattern has been changed, paper will be tough, now it is hard to qualify the exam. So this is all in your mind. Okay, because those candidates who have already given the JAIIB exam and somehow they were not capable of qualifying fully the JAIIB paper, they have to give certain paper in the next attempt also, right? And those candidates who are totally new candidate and who are going to give the first attempt of their JAIIB, now still they have a doubt. Why you have a doubt in your mind? When you know that you have to start from the zero, and when you are starting from the zero, it doesn't matter what pattern has been changed. So don't think about it that the negative marking is new or something else is new. Just make sure this is the syllabus. These are the 4 subjects which are compulsory in the JAIIB, and you have to cover these 4 subjects only. Okay, and these 4 subjects have the each subject have a 4 module. You will have a proper study plan for that you have to read. Okay, now how to qualify this paper? How you can say that yes, I will be capable of qualifying this. So first of all, it is obvious that you have to start early because there are 4 subjects, each subject have 4 modules. So the syllabus is vast and you have to give a sufficient time because maximum portion of your syllabus is totally what? The maximum portion of your syllabus is theoretical portion. So what you have to do, first of all, you have to make sure that you cover the concepts of all the topics. Concepts is the basic of your preparation. If you don't know about the concepts of the topic, then it will become more hard for you to qualify the paper. Then after the concept, the second important thing is the revision of the concept. The proper revision of concepts is also important. The second important point is revision. So conceptual clarity should be there and you should be revising that concept on a certain interval. That is required. After that, your practice. Practice is also important now because there is a negative marking. So when there is a negative marking in the paper, we should have a proper strategy like how we are going to attempt the paper. Like if I say that there will be 100 questions and 120 minutes will be there. So till now what we used to do, we start from the first and used to go to till the last question, that is 100 question, and we used to take all the answers. We used to take all the questions option. But now we can't do that. But now we cannot perform that because there is a negative marking. This is going to impact our result. This is going to impact our selection. So what we have to do here, we have to make a strategy like how to start. Somehow what happens, 1 to 15 question, let's say, is very tough. But from 16 to let's say 35th questions are easy. Then after 35, to, let's say for example 70, the questions are again tough, for example. Now this is how you have to make strategy. Like in the starting 1 or 2 minutes, what you have to do, you have to check all the questions. You have to go through all the questions. Like make an idea that from this questions to this question, I can confirm that this is the questions which I know. And from this to this, I have to avoid, because it is very important to know now that which particular topic, which particular question you have to leave. When there is a negative marking, you do not have to attempt all the questions. What you have to do, you have to be prepared to think about it in the exam pressure, that which question you have to leave, which question you do not have to attempt. This is how you will be capable of qualifying the paper. So how you will know that which question you don't have to attempt in the paper? By practicing more and more questions, by knowing what kind of questions can be asked in the paper, what level of difficulty can be asked in the paper, and when you are practicing more and more, you will be knowing that this particular topic question, whenever you attempt this topic's question, always you give negative marking in the practice test. So you will be confirmed by yourself that I have to skip this particular topic in the paper if there is a negative marking. Or if you identify early that this is the topic which creating a problem for you, that's giving you a negative marking, so you will be having a time to revise that particular topic. You will be having a time to make it sure that yes, I will be capable of making it from negative to positive marks, because I will be revising it, I will be practicing it. So this is why the practice is very important. So these are the 3 things which you have to do only. These are the 3 things. But before starting these 3 things, you have to make sure that you know your exam. What exam pattern has been there, and then second, you know your syllabus. If you don't know your syllabus and you will start from somewhere else, like you got the PDF on the certain social media platforms and you start reading it, don't do that mistake. Don't create that mistake. Don't put your attempt in a risk. Just make sure you are having a right study material. You have to find out a right study material, because there will be a lot of study material available in the market that will be based on the old pattern, that will be based on the old syllabus. So don't go with it. Just make sure, first of all, know your exam. What are the pattern change? What will be there? 100 questions will be there. 120 minutes will be there. 25% negative marking will be there. 4 subjects will be there, and all the 4 subjects will each subject have a 4 modules. So this is the basic overview. Okay. And how much to score to qualify the paper? At least 50 marks out of 100 if you need an exempt on that particular paper, or if you want to qualify the JAIIB in single attempt, then in each subject minimum 45 should be there and overall 50% should be there. If these conditions you have understood, then you have understood your exam, like what exam is asking about. Then go with the syllabus. Right now the detailed syllabus has not been given by the IIBF. If you want to know when the detailed syllabus will be coming, you can write to the IIBF. They will give you the response. But right now, what we can say, that when your mentors are teaching you, when mentors are there who are teaching you, so they know what can be asked. Like if I talking about the PPB, if they talk about Indian financial system, if they talk about marketing, so the mentor who is teaching you, they know what actually the marketing is covering. What are the subtopics in the marketing that can be asked? What are the subtopics in the Indian financial system that can be asked? But as a student, as a person who is giving an exam, not providing guidance to another person, you don't know these subtopics, because you need a proper guidance for that. So on the basis of this, you can start preparing. We will be guiding you that what can be the subject, what can be the subtopics here. We will be here to guiding you. But apart from that, these 2, when you complete these 2 things, then find out the right study material. And then you just have to follow these 3 things, nothing else you have to do. Okay, so this is the pattern, or this is the way by which you can qualify the exam. If you perform these activities and you be regular in your preparation and you start early, definitely you will be qualifying your paper. So there is no such questions that it will be difficult to qualify or not. Okay, and if I talk about those candidates who have given the JAIIB exam in the November-December attempt but was not capable of qualifying it, so credit will be available for the PPB and AFB only. PPB will be covered under the Principles and Practices of Banking, AFB will be covered under the AFM. If you have not qualified the LRB, let's say, if you have not qualified the LRB subject, then you have to go for the 2 new subjects, that is Indian economy and Indian financial system, and the retail banking and wealth management that you have to give. Okay? So the credits are available only for 2 subjects, that is PPB and AFB. Clear? If still some doubts are there in your mind, you can ask in the live chat section. I will be checking your comments and answering there. Apart from that, how we at Adda 24/7 going to help you in your preparation and make sure that you qualify your exam in the first attempt in the JAIIB May June attempt. So these are the products which are available for you. Right now, if you can see, the JAIIB English medium and bilingual, both the batches are going to start from the 16th of December, and these batches will be there as per the new pattern. So as soon as IIBF will release the detailed syllabus PDF, that will be followed in these batches also. Okay. Apart from that, if we talk about the Mahapaks, there are the JAIIB and CAIIB Mahapak, the JAIIB Mahapak individual available. So you can enroll in the Mahapak also, because right now the cost-effective investment of yours can be your JAIIB and CAIIB ka Mahapak. Because here you will find the double validity, that is 24 months validity, and the 81% off is going on. So you will be capable of qualifying the CAIIB also by using this particular product. And do not forget, this will cover the new pattern, the new syllabus of your exam. Apart from that, if I talk about how to enroll, first of all, you can use the code Y496, new syllabus pattern will be there and 81% off will be there. And this offer is going to end today only, so do make sure you decide early. So first of all, how to enroll here, you have to go to the Adda 24/7 application or the website. Just click on the JAIIB and CAIIB section, you will find here. If you want to go for the individual batch, you can find here the JAIIB 2023 tab is available. You can click here, you can check bilingual in English medium batch is available here. If you want to go with the JAIIB, CAIIB ka Mahapak, that I should think you should go with it, because the reason is it is a cost-effective investment for your. Why it is cost effective? Because it covers your all live classes. In live classes, it will cover your conceptual classes in which the mentors are going to teach you the concepts of the topic. Second, there will be a MCQ batches also, case study batches also, revision batches also, whatever you want to qualify the exam, everything will be available in the Mahapak. Okay, apart from that, test series and ebooks will be available. The recorded videos will be available. Everything is available here. And right now, double validity is going on with the 81% off. So you can see the price is 50,999, but when you enter a certain code, that is Y496, click on the enter, you will find here 80% discount. And if you use the same code from the Adda 24/7 application, you will get 1% additional discount here. So by paying only 10,000 rupee, you will be capable of getting the 24-month subscription, 2-year subscription. You will be qualifying the JAIIB and CAIIB under this particular duration, definitely. Okay. So this is the right choice for you right now. And how to enroll, I have told you. Here you have to use a code that is Y496, and you will find this page, and just click on the continue and you will be able to enroll in the product. And from when the JAIIB batches are starting, from 16th of December the batches are starting. And if someone is preparing for the CAIIB individual batches are also introduced, that is going to start from the 9th of December. If you want to enroll in the individual batch, you can go with the same process you have to use. Enter a coupon code and click on the continue. Okay. So still, if you have any doubt to prepare, how to prepare and how to continue the exam, so for that purpose you can ask in the comment section. We'll be checking your comments and answering there. Okay. So this is all for today. So thank you all for joining the session and have a very good time.